Hello, and thank you so much for taking the time to click onto this video. So this is really the second part of my collection, and whatever I managed to dig up and find, because honestly I'm probably missing some more, and some of my older perfumes have gone missing. I'm going to start with this one, and really this is a big massive cheat. This is Balenciaga's Flora Botanica, and I did have it in the last one, but this one is a rollerball, and I just came across it while I was digging out the perfume. I've had it for about a year and a half. I bought it when I was on holiday and got a chance to visit with Sephora for the first time, which was amazing because we don't have a Sephora here. And honestly, I was in awe at the rollerballs because we don't have these available to us the whole year round. They usually only come out in holiday season with special limited edition gift sets, and even then they're not usually rollerballs. They're usually little sort of 5 ml bottles with the open top that you have to dab onto your skin. So these are quite special and I absolutely love them, and I'm glad I actually found this because I only had a little 5 ml bottle of the Flora Botanica left. So this is absolutely gorgeous. And I think my neighbour is knocking. I hear knocking. There's a set of flats adjoining me, and I think that's where it's coming from. Hopefully it won't go on too long. So right, the second one I'm going to pick out is a vintage perfume, and I'm missing the top, and it's Oscar de la Renta. I think it's the original Oscar. I have no idea how old this bottle is. I know it's definitely old. I think it was given to me because it used to be one of my favourite perfumes back away in the 1980s. I can remember buying this with my friend. We were only teenagers at the time, but for some reason or other we loved these perfumes. They're absolutely amazing, and it amazes me now because I think it's quite an older person scent. I'm trying to spray it on something that I haven't spread any perfume on. I have no lid to spray it on here. It's floral, woody and musky. That's how I would describe this. With it, well, it isn't really musky, but there's something about it just makes it like an older person's scent, and I don't really use it now. Only when I sort of want to familiarize myself with the 1980s. I just keep it on my dresser, just for old time's sake. But yeah, it is quite an old bottle, and I'm surprised it hasn't gone stale, honestly. But yeah, and it is quite a nice bottle. I like it. It's just a pity I didn't have the top for it. Next up is quite niche perfume brand, high-end perfume brand. These are quite expensive. It's from a brand called Shea and Blue. I know at least one of the owners used to work for Jo Malone in London. Both of them might have, but at least one did. It's sold through QVC, but I think they have their own sort of boutiques in London. And I actually got this free with something that I bought through QVC, and it's their blood orange scent. So they have a similar sort of vibe to Jo Malone in that they use a lot of natural scents. The packaging of their bigger bottles are absolutely amazing. They're sort of packaged something similar on the line to the Jo Malone perfumes, with the beautiful boxes and ribbons. This one is just boxed very plainly because it was free, but the bottle is still gorgeous. I don't know how many mils is in this. I should have worn my glasses. 10 mils. So that is quite a good size. And this is not a roller ball. This is a spray bottle. And so blood oranges, and it definitely does smell like oranges. It smells like I can't remember how blood oranges smell, but it smells like the smaller, sort of sweeter oranges, like mandarins and clementines, that sort of vibe. Is there anything else in it? No, I can just smell the oranges. It is very strong of oranges, and I have wore it and it lasts a long time on the skin. I'm not sure if they are eau de toilettes or eau de parfums. Let me see. Established 2012, so they're quite new. Natural spray fragrance. It doesn't say whether it's an eau de parfum or an eau de toilette, so I have to do a bit more digging about that. But they have advertised all the time. I'm just smelling that off my fingers. They have all advertised all the time a black tulip fragrance, which smelled very, very intriguing. And if I can get a sample size, I will buy it, because I know, I think £75, and I think that's for 50ml, so they are quite expensive. So if I can get my hands on a smaller size of the black tulip, I really would be interested in that fragrance. So I do use this occasionally. It is definitely a summer scent, a daytime scent, but it's not, although it smells like oranges, it's not too powerful. But if you don't like oranges, then there's definitely no way you would like this perfume. Next up is If Only. That's what it's called. It's by a company called L'Oreal. Really, this was given to me as a gift. Didn't know too much about the company, and even then I did try and Google and nothing was coming up, but I did like the fragrance. That's how much I've used. I mean, I have been rationing myself with this because the fragrance is so amazing. The only really super way to describe it is a watered down version of the Flora Botanica and of the Liz Earle. So there is floral in this, but it is more of an exotic floral, so it's not sweet. So it's oriental and it is very sensual, even though it's still lighter. So this is the perfect alternative if you find that the Liz Earle number 15 or the Flora Botanica is too heavy, then this is definitely the scent for you, and it's definitely one that could be worn during the day and in summer. Now, before I did this video, I went on quickly again and I was surprised to find a little bit of information out. I do think they are a company that tries to replicate the scents of higher end brands, but still have been able to find out which specific scent it's supposed to replicate. Now, the bottle might be a clue in that it's all twisty, and what immediately springs to mind is the Lancome bottles, and particularly the original one, which was Hypnos. And I have actually recently smelt that and it smells nothing like this, so back to square one. But the good thing is L'Oreal is a company which is sold through Fragrance Direct, and I think the price is around about $3.99, $5.99, but very cheap. So at least I can get a replacement bottle of this, and I definitely would buy this again. It is just a lovely exotic scent. Right, next up is Chloe, and I think this is the eau de toilette, but it's the original scent. Now, I originally got this, but it's okay. I still spray in it now and again, but I don't reach for it as often. I ended up actually giving it to my daughter. I still steal it off her for the odd spray, but it is a very young and feminine scent. If two words to describe it, it would be young and feminine. It is very light, it's not offensive, could be worn during the day, definitely during the summer. There's supposed to be rose and freesia in this, I can't smell the rose at all. Maybe the freesia. And also, what base notes? It's supposed to be have magnolia and amber and cedarwood as the base notes. Magnolia, yes, I can smell it. Amber and cedarwood, can't smell it at all. And I definitely can pick those scents up very well, because too much and it really annoys me, but I can't smell it at all in here. Freesia and magnolia would be the main notes that I smell in this. I'm just gonna spray a little touch. And one of the reasons that I ended up giving it to my daughter was because I smelt the love story, the Chloe love story, and that really is a more sophisticated version of the original Chloe. I think it's much more for a mature lady or older lady, and definitely I think I would prefer that. So I've got a few examples of that to do me for the meantime. And also, while I was digging out looking at the Chloe, I ended up finding this set that I think my son bought, and that is the 5 mils of the ordinary Chloe, but then there's the Chloe roses in this one, and I had a little sniff and it definitely smells like roses, which is a good thing, seeing that it's called roses. But if you're missing a rosy smell out of this one, then it's definitely in this one. Yes, but I definitely wouldn't repurchase the Chloe again. Maybe the love story. So what's next? Yes, Moschino or Moschino, but it's been a brand that I've known from maybe about the 1990s, and they weren't all that famous. They had a lot of children's clothes, and they weren't all that expensive actually, but for some reason they've actually grown and their prices have just jumped up tremendously, especially with leather goods. The leather handbags and all are absolutely cost a fortune, but they've always remained a slightly quirky and funky company, and it really shows in this bottle of perfume, which I had to buy. And I think the ethos was behind it was they wanted to put like a luxury perfume into an everyday low value object, and the first thing they thought of was a window cleaner bottle, and I thought that was amazing, absolutely gorgeous. The perfume itself, honestly, I can smell it in the lid. It smells definitely fresh. It is floral, a bit sweet floral, and it's supposed to be woody as well, although I can't smell the woody, I just smell the floral. Would I repurchase it again? No, I like it, but I don't love it. I love the bottle, and I'll keep the bottle on my vanity, but that is about it. And I haven't smelled the newer ones. That should be a wee idea. They have newer ones out with different sort of like a pink metallic bottle with different scents. I haven't smelled those yet, so that's that one. Next up is a Coco Eau de Parfum by Chanel. This was given to me as a gift. I've had it for years now. I actually thought it was stale, but it's always been that sort of woody fragrance, very cedarwood and amber, just very, very dark and heavy notes, which that are okay if they're mixed in with florals, but it's just too much in this perfume. There's supposed to be like an orange neroli in this perfume as well, jasmine and orange blossom, and I just cannot smell any of those floral or fruity notes. That just the woodiness just hits you, and I think I'm not the only one that thinks that. I think that all the reviews sort of say that as well. I don't know. It's just, I think it's one of those things that you either like it or you don't like it. And the only reason I'm keeping the bottle is because it was a present and sentimental reasons. And the bottle doesn't look too bad and looks nice on the vanity as well. Next up, oh yeah, I'll just put this in because it was in another video, and that's the Flower Edit by Creative Colours Limited. Brilliant dupe for Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. It does smell quite floral, but it's not too much, and it is lovely. It is a gorgeous, very, very feminine scent. I would never buy the Victor and Rolf. I don't love it that much. I bought it for other people, which is why I knew what it smelled like when I smelled this. And this, I'll just reach for this occasionally when I'm fed up with my other scents. What's next? Theory Mulgar, or Cheery Mulgar. It's actually Cheery Mulgar. And this is Angel Star. And I mean, the packaging, absolutely, completely amazing. The packaging. The perfume, not so much. It's okay. It smells actually quite fresh, something similar to the Moschino in the way that it smells so fresh. Yeah, it just, there's something about it reminds me of the Moschino, even though there's different notes in it. It's just the freshness. And the notes that are in this are supposed to be bergamot, which I can smell, sweet fruits, which I can smell very berry, vanilla, caramel, and patchouli. Vanilla and caramel I cannot smell at all, and usually I pick up vanilla very, very quickly, and it must be just getting drowned out in here. All as I can smell is the like a sweet berry and patchouli. That's what I would describe this. And I suppose it's the berry that's maybe making it fresh, and the patchouli. But yeah, I don't really like this. I just spread it now and again when I just want to change up the fragrance. But the bottle is gorgeous, and I'll be keeping the bottle. Next up is Nuxe. And Nuxe is a very famous French skincare company, and I do use their dry oil. They're very famous for their dry oil. So that is their dry oil here, and I picked this set up for about £20, which is completely amazing, because the dry oil on its own, like one of these bottles, is about 30 something pound. So we get a big dry oil, a big shimmery dry oil, ordinary dry oil, smaller bottle, and an eau de parfum. Now the reason I got this was because the smell of the dry oil is absolutely incredible. Every time I put it on my skin, the perfume is gorgeous. So when I seen that set with a perfume in it, and it's the same scent they use in the dry oil, I had to pick it up. And the dry oil is absolutely amazing for dry skin. I use it when I come out of the shower. I use it right away on my arms and legs, and it just locks in the moisture, especially around your elbows and knees, just places where you get really, really dry skin, and just sinks into the skin very, very quickly. It's just a very easy and quick product to use. Shouldn't be really talking about that in a perfume video, but the smell of it is absolutely gorgeous. So that's the odor. It's the eau de parfum. It just smells like the dry oil, and that smell sort of there's like an amber in it. It's like an amber base. There is like a citrus, some sort of citrus in it, and an exotic flower. It's so gorgeous, and it's a very light and unoffensive smell. So while it's sort of strong, it's very, very light and airy. It wouldn't give anybody a headache. I just love it. It's so amazing. Really happy to have that. I think I'll just put one more in, and it's one more that was in my empties basket when I was trying to sort out all my stuff. And I don't know where I keep some boxes for perfumes and throw away others. This one's not particularly nice, but it's a sea perfume. And again, I've lost the top. This is the Eau de Toilette. Do not know why I bought this perfume for. I loved it at the time and not so much when I finished the last drop. I think there was a gift with purchase. It had a lovely little pouch, black leather pouch with a little mirror in it, a Giorgio Armani mascara, at the Eyes to Kill mascara I think, and what else, an Eau de Parfum, the Parfum version of this, a little 5ml one. So that was all included, plus I had a coupon or a voucher off. It's supposed to smell like, now I have wrote notes down, orange, like there's supposed to be a neroli scent, which is the orange scent, pear, blackcurrant, amber, vanilla, and white musk. The only thing I can smell is the white musk, the amber, and the fruit. I can't smell the neroli part of it. I just honestly would never repurchase this again, and it is a very expensive perfume. So that is it. I think that is everything that I've covered. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. If I've forgotten something, I'll leave it in the description bar. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day or a lovely evening wherever you are. Thank you. Bye.